What's good, ladies and gents, boys and girls, duggers and diggers, small sunners and moss honeys? That's a lot of introductionary peoples right there I'm talking to. Anyway, regardless, we are back with more Monster Hunter Double Cross, and today we're going to be fighting the Gravios. Now, honestly, I'll admit, getting gameplay for this guy was a little tricky because, well, Gravios, for the most part, is a very healthy monster. He originated in the original Monster Hunter game, Monster Hunter, if you will, and when I first fought him, he was definitely the first monster that gave me the largest amount of trouble. Like, he was honestly one of those monsters, like, you've seen these little funny videos, these memes or whatever, I don't know what exactly they're called, but like, or you can just see the, you can imagine the situation where you're just up and coming hunter, brand new to the whole situation, and you're like, I can take on anything, yeah. Then you have your sword, you see a monster, I'll take you on, you brute beast, and you go up there and you try to hit it, and you just bounce off of him, and you do like no damage, and he's just like sitting there, and then he looks at you, and then he just like destroys you in one hit. That was Gravios for me, because I saw my man in the volcano. I'm like, come at thee hither beast, and I ran at him. I was like, ah. Went to go hit him once, immediately bounced because he's very armored. Him and his juvenile, Bazarios, which we'll get to him in another video, of course. But I bounced off of him and he completely destroyed me with the laser beam. It was a fun time. Well, about 8-9 years ago. Anyway, so today that still holds true. But now I'm a bit smarter, and I do know now that if you are going to fight this guy, you might want to have a pretty decent sharpness on your weapon. He is available to fight you in high rank, so when you fight him, it's best come in with the highest sharpness weapon that you actually really have to do the most damage to him. Regardless, I get far ahead of myself. Let's take a quick step back. So we talked about the history of this guy briefly. Let's move over to... Actually, hold on. Before we move over to that, I'm gonna say what was so hard about getting this gameplay for this guy. So I said before, he's healthy, but I was fighting regular one, and I was like, okay, a regular 4-man, this should take about like 6 minutes. Hopefully it's not a whole lot of bus ass, but we go in there and it was immediate bus ass. He didn't do anything, you know, he just kind of got washed. And I tried to do that video yesterday because finding people to fight this guy is very tough to do. And I was like, okay, next time I'll go hyper. Then I get into this room and I'm like, okay, here we go, my man's getting washed again, you know, hit with the traps, the flash bombs and everything. But hyper Gravios has mad health, so I was like, okay. Even though we had him, we were doing the whole lockdown thing, we were smashing his face in, we were still having difficulty putting him down in short order. So this is a good gameplay, even though I don't like lockdown gameplay, because I mean, like, bro, like, you don't get to see the monster do any of his juice. But with the 12-minute video of this man actually still working, even though we was trying to lock him down, I think it's a pretty solid video. But I don't necessarily get ahead of myself. That's beside the point. The point now is, let's talk about what makes this man right here tick. So let's talk about the weaknesses, of course. So his primary weakness is that of water. Just like any other monster you find in the volcano, anything like that, the primary weakness will be water. His secondary weakness is dragon, though. Now, it's not full-on dragon. There's certain hit zones that, well, they just are more dragon than they are water, like the head for the most part. And I think another area, I think like his back or something like that. Just two random hit zones that have more than water, but water has more than everything else and everything else after that. So honestly, without thinking too hard, just come in with water. It just makes more sense. You could do that, and you'll be in relatively good hands. I recommend anyone who has like a good amount of water and some fairly decent sharpness, because like I said before, the guy has a very tough carapace. Now, speaking of carapaces and things like that, things you can use the carapace for, let's talk about that man's armor. Now, his armor is pretty decent. I mean, I'm a Lancer, okay? Even though I'm using Greatsword in the video right here, I am a tried and true to the day I die Lancer, okay? And his high rank armor is pretty decent for Lancing, with G rank is where it really shines. But his high rank armor gives you attack small, 13 points into guard, so it still gives you guard 1, and 7 points into negate sleep. Followed by 5 slots, so you can kind of mix and match. You can probably get your guard 2 in there, or even expend all the rest of your slots and get attack large or something like that in there, or maybe even go guard 2, keep your attack small, maybe, you know, gem in that negate sleep. Who knows? I mean, it's up to you. I mean, it's fairly basic right there, but the G rank is where it really shines. Okay, it still gives you attack small, still 10 points into attack, 13 points into guard. It gives you stalwart, which is guard up and stamina recovery up, is one of those combination skills, and it gives you 8 points into sleep. So with 6 slots, you can finally gem in your guard 2 and your sleep, and with that right there, you have attack up, guard 2, guard up, stamina recovery up, and negate sleep. That's an amazing set. I mean, that's really nice. Guard up, stamina, recover up, and guard. You can't ask for much more as a Lancer. And then having points into attack, you can gem that in for more attacks. That way you're doing even more damage with the Lancer. So if you're a Lancer or something like that, or Gun Lancer or something in the long lines of those, or maybe even a Charge Blade user, you could probably get a pretty good amount of mileage out of this armor set. So it's pretty fair. It's really good. The only issue is that it's ugly. It's very ugly. It's very ugly and very bulky. But as it stands, it's still very viable armor if you're trying to use it in a combat situation. Okay, so for the most part, let's move to the moves. His moves are, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. When I fought him the first time, I fought him years and years and years and years ago, and he hasn't made an appearance up until 4 Ultimate. And the time span between when I first fought him and 4 Ultimate and even now, I can't actually remember if they gave him new moves or anything like that. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but he does move kind of slow. I'll say this: he moves kind of slow. He has 2 type of laser beams. He has a standard front-facing laser beam, and he has one where he'll sweep it. Now, the one where he'll sweep it, it's safe to stay underneath his body to attack him when you do so. But when he does the laser beam that shoots straight forward, it's not safe, because after that laser beam, he will emit a like a fire gas underneath his belly, and it pretty much knocks everyone out the way. Unless you have guard up, you cannot block it either. On top of that, he can also emit a sleeping gas as well from underneath his belly when he chooses. He doesn't necessarily do it rather after an attack. He'll just do it whenever he feels the need to. So you can watch out for that. You can kind of see these things kind of coming though. Apart from that, he does like to fly in the air briefly and just drop his weight down on you. That's a really hard hitting attack. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, for a monster as big as he is, he would like to throw his weight around a bit. And speaking of throw his weight around a bit, he also likes to roll around in an attempt to actually hit you as well. So attacks you could see could be fairly straightforward for this guy. You know what I mean? He doesn't have anything too outlandish or wild, but all the attacks he does have, they all really hit kind of hard. He also has this one attack that I just refer to as the Godzilla. I don't know exactly what it's really even called, but he'll stalk around the area and shoot fireballs at you. These fireballs track, okay? Either they track or he has damn good aim, because the only way I've been able to actually counter it is to run towards him, because if you run away, odds are he's gonna hit you. So you kind of want to run towards his stomach, underneath his body, if you will, to get away from this particular attack. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it on his attacks. He has the standard fare of things. I did mention the laser beam stuff. That's really his most unique abilities, the laser beam and then the gases and whatnot. But if you can kind of watch these things coming out, you should be in relatively good hands. I highly do recommend that you come here with some good defense, because he hits really, really hard. You don't really need to worry about like resistances too much. That's unless you tend to have a problem getting hit with either the laser beams or misjudging which type of laser beam he's using, so that way when he missed the gas from his stomach, you get hit with that. So that's why normally when I fight this guy, I come in with whatever the heck I want. As you can see right now, I'm using Gamut. That's actually susceptible to fire, but you know me, your boy don't care. But I think that's everything though. I don't think I have anything else to say for you guys on top of Gravios. I mean, there's still a lot of video left to go. I think we're gonna get like 3 more minutes of video or something like that. But I gave you guys all my tips and tricks and everything you need to know about this guy. Yeah, he's getting his limp on right there finally. But I will say again though, he is very healthy, so soloing him isn't impossible, but it just might take a little longer. I'd totally recommend coming in with a couple of friends, 1 guy, 2 guy. I mean, it's up to you. If you have things to do, me, I normally have things to do. That's why I don't really solo too often, because I got things to do. But some people, they just I ain't worried about it, they'll solo them. Might take a little while, but yeah, dude, seriously guys, okay, the video's over, the video's done, okay, the video's actually done. There's nothing else for me to say, but there's still lots of video left, but I don't know what to say. Let me think. I'm gonna think of something. Hold on. Okay, so we're doing deviants. You guys know this. I will do these deviants. I'll do the deviants after I finish these regular monsters. These regular monsters will be done by the end of this week, and then after these regular monsters are done, the very following, hopefully, tits cross, yo, the following day we'll do the deviant video, and you guys have that to look forward to. In terms of like the week of series, I'm just gonna cancel it for right now. Like, we did a bunch of, I think we did 5 weapons or whatever, but we'll just cancel it for now. We'll wait for World to come out or something, or maybe when I'm just really in the mood to bring that back up. But as it stands, no more week of series or whatever for now, because I don't know, I'm so done with generations. I really am. I'm so done with I'm even kind of slightly rather kind of done with this game. I'm ready for World. I'm ready for a big change, you know. So I'm feeling real lazy when it comes to making these videos or whatever, because I just want to do some other things. Like I've been playing Destiny 2. Why? My only excuse is because it's something new. And by George, it's the only real reason I have. Dak, why are you playing Destiny 2? Because it's the only new game I have. Wouldn't you just get Monster Hunter? You mean the Monster Hunter game that I've already been playing for a year with like 2 new things to it? Yeah. I don't know. I'm just excited for World. I just can't wait for World to come out to rejuvenate that sensation, that wonder of Monster Hunter. I just want to have fun. Anyway, guys, yeah, I rambled on. Like I said, the video's been done. So if you made it this far, you're just, I don't know, I guess you just like hearing the sound of my voice or something like that, or you just want to see the rest of the fight of the video or something. I don't know. You should have just muted me talking before. Regardless, it's been your boy Dak908, aka the Dig Dug himself. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, take care. And you know what? Hit the like button. I never say, but just hit the like button. I want to see how many people actually hit the like button if I tell you to hit the like button. So just try that out.